U-GeekTV.
So Blink Twice came out, and I decided to look into what's going on in the movie before actually going to see it. And I'll just say here now, there is a trigger warning I want to provide for the subject matter that I'm going to go over within this review. I'll just explaining why I didn't go to see Blink Twice. If you are a victim of SA, I completely understand you not wanting to watch this commentary and just stopping the video and leaving. Truly. But I do want to say something to you. You're beautiful. You didn't deserve it. It's not your fault. And if you need to talk to someone or any kind of therapy, anything, do so. My best wishes to you. And yeah, you're loved. You're loved. With that being said, let's get into it.
What do you say? Making memories! Making memories!
You having a good time?
We're having a great time.
We're drinking champagne and we're eating amazing food.
So do you think the human sacrifice is before or after dinner? The legendary parties of Slater King. Not what I thought it was gonna be.
We still have fun. It's just a little different now.
What do you mean? Phones, please. Wait, for real?
You don't have to do anything that you don't want to do.
I'm having a great time here. But I also have this feeling that I'm like, not.
Welcome back to U-GeekTV. I am your host, Jarius, the Unapologetic Geek, and today I'm getting into an unapologetic opinion, and I don't think I'm going to be before you long, but just heard about what Blink Twice is about, and I thought this was something that I kind of wanted to address when it comes to me in films. I'm a person who watches film for enjoyment, for escapism, and honestly, I like to watch them and be critical of them. I admire the artistry of film. I always have. Like, since I was a little boy, I was captivated with what movies brought. And so it's always kind of troubling to me when things are gratuitous, whether it's violence. Like, there's some horror movies I'll never watch. There's really a lot of different type of movies I never watch because it kind of is trauma porn or gratuitous in nature and things like that. And so when I saw the trailer for Blink Twice, I was pretty excited because it was the directorial debut for Zoe Kravitz, which that's dope. And Channing Tatum is in the film, and the trailers just looked interesting. And so I have a 16-year-old daughter, and she's watched some films that really my mom probably wouldn't have agreed with her watching or anything like that. But I believe in you letting like kids kind of experience different things and kind of trusting them emotionally with the things that they are consuming, as long as it's nothing crazy, like a whole bunch of crazy sex or anything like that going on. And I'm usually cool with it. And she wanted to see Blink Twice because I guess she took interest with Channing Tatum or whatever the case may be. So my wife and I and her, we were going to make it like a whole little family thing or whatever. And, something just clicked to me and just told me, look into what's going on in this film. And I did. And the things that I found, honestly, were disturbing. And what really did it for me is apparently, and this is spoilers for if you want to go and see this, but apparently this film is about a rich man getting a bunch of people on his island so they can be essayed by his friends. That's pretty disturbing, but also, with everything with Me Too and Jeffrey Epstein and all that kind of stuff, it's something that has been in the news cycles as, a possibility of what the rich and famous do, the debauchery that they may engage in. And I understand making that film. My thing was when I found out that it's borderline explicit. It happens several times throughout the film. And that's the thing that kind of messed me up. And I'm gonna tell you one person on Reddit they compared the essay scenes to what happened to Marcellus Wallace in Pulp Fiction. And Pulp Fiction is one of the best movies I've ever seen. I skip past that scene every time. Every time. Like one time was more than enough for me. Didn't know that was going to happen. So yeah, I didn't want to see that over the course of about 2 hours in a film. Something happened to that. I don't like seeing people victimized in that way. It's one thing if it's inferred, and even that I'm kind of queasy on, but I understand people are telling their stories or telling a story that is meant to resonate. I don't understand showing that kind of stuff or making it abundantly clear what's going on, whether it's with sound or visually. I don't understand going that route with something that people are at the end of the day meant to either learn from or be entertained by whatever it is they're watching. I couldn't get with it, and I just canceled the whole trip. I told my wife and my daughter, "Now we're gonna skip this one, and here's why." And my wife is the same way. She doesn't necessarily want to see that, and I don't want my daughter to be exposed to that um, from a visual standpoint. Now, I'm not saying there aren't people out there that don't or won't target her or anything. I've educated my daughter, my wife and I, we've educated her on the dangers of really the world out there and things to look out for and just being aware of your surroundings and what it is you're doing. But I just don't see how seeing that film would have been not only productive, but how it would have been like an enjoyable experience overall. Additionally, I'm the type of person that when something really has bothered me, it stays with me. Not necessarily being traumatized by it, but it kind of is in my spirit a little bit. And I just couldn't rock with it. I couldn't. I do see that there was some success, but ultimately, I think this thing is gonna bomb in our box office too. Um, there may be a time if somebody can just lay out, the timestamps in which everything takes place, I may consider watching it because I've heard that it is a solid film outside of all that stuff. But in terms of just sitting down and watching all of that unfold, man, I'm good on it, super good on it. So I'm okay with never seeing that film. But if somebody like releases a cut without all of that in there, yeah, I'll check it out and then I'll review it at that point. But yeah, blink twice, no go for me. So, did you see Blink Twice? What did you think about it? Am I overblowing this thing? Are other people overblowing it? Of just what's your feedback on it? Let's just have a conversation. If you feel that way, I'd like to engage with people who are subscribers or just passer buyers or whatever. I don't mind talking about it. But anyways, let me know what you think in the comments. Continue to like, continue to share, continue to subscribe. I'm Jarius, Unapologetic Geek. Thank you for watching, and I am out.